watch this. So watch this. Okay, let's start again. They came to Jesus and observed a man who had been demon possessed, sitting down, clothed and in his right mind, the very man who had the legion, and they became frightened. Now everybody shout, "I'm not crazy no more."
I'm not crazy no more.
Now look around you and say, "I used to be crazy though. I used to be crazy." Yeah, I thought I'd get you on that one. But here we go. Let's get started this morning. It was Mick Jagger that said, "Lose your dreams and you might lose your mind." It was Sherry McGraw that said, "Sometimes a breakdown can be the beginning of a kind of a breakthrough. A way of living in advance through trauma that prepares you for a future of a radical transformation."
Yeah.
And then I thought this one was funny right here. Rita Mae Brown said this: the statistics on sanity are that 1 out of every 4 people is suffering from a mental illness. She said, find or look for 3 of your friends, and she said, if they're okay, then it's you. and what I have understood is that many people deal with an enemy that's trying to attack their minds.
Yeah.
And there are people who are almost, like my man them said, it's to the point where it's pushing me close to the edge. Yeah, to the point where I'm about to snap. To the point where I'm about to do something that doesn't make any sense. Yeah, and we got those type of people here. And if I pass the mic around today, there are some people in here that can get up there and testify and tell somebody about it, that if it wasn't for the grace of God, then you would have lost your mind a long time ago. Yeah, so okay, watch this. Mark chapter 5 is about the bugged out brother who lives in a graveyard cemetery. There are some things about this story that I love, but then there are some things about this story that kind of get to me. I'm kind of mad at Mark, and I'm going to tell him when I get to heaven. I'm kind of mad at Mark because Mark tells me a whole lot, but pray for you. Boy, I'm kind of spiritually nosy like that. Yeah, he don't tell me everything I want to know. See, Mark gives me the brother's geography. He gives me the brother's condition, but he don't give me what drove this brother crazy. Y'all gotta pray for him. I'm just trying to figure out what drove him crazy. I don't know. It doesn't tell me who his mama was. I don't know who his daddy is. I don't know what he went through. I don't know if his wife cheated on him with his best friend. I don't know if he had a job that he put so much into, it's hard and it's sweat, but then they let him go. I don't know if his kids stopped calling him for no reason because mama turned them against him and stuff. I don't know anything. Yeah. When we meet this brother today in the text, he's already crazy. Yeah. And then I come to tell somebody this morning, be careful, church, before you judge people. Amen. Because you don't know what they've been through. Amen. And why they're acting the way they're acting. Amen. I hate in here to see people from far off always pointing and talking about somebody on how they're acting before you think about their issue or what they may be dealing with. That's why I love my church. That's why I'm intentionally pastoring and building this church, not to judge people. Because before you judge people where they are, why don't you peek behind the pages of their life and see what jumped off? Amen. Yeah, before you argue and break a relationship or friendship with someone because of what they done or what they do and how they are, won't you peek behind the pages of their life and find out what's going on? Well, Pastor, I see what's going on. No, you see what's on top of the surface, but you don't see what's up under the surface. Because sometimes what's up under the surface is what you don't see, and that's the stuff that a lot of the stuff is coming out of. That's the reason why they talking the way they talking. That's the reason why they doing the way they doing. Sometimes people not telling you the real issue. They're just telling you something that can satisfy you. Are y'all with me? But the text is clear. Watch this now, because my teacher always told me and everything like that. If the text is quiet, you should be too. Yeah, but the text is clear by his geography. Look at it with me in verses number 2 and 3. He said, when he got out of the boat, Jesus, immediately a man from the tombs with an unclean spirit met him, and he had his dwelling among the tombs. I thought it was amazing that this brother lives in the tombs, where he's living where dead stuff is. And I'm always telling y'all gotta be careful when you're comfortable in dead places. You gotta be careful when you're comfortable around people who ain't going nowhere. I'm trying to push that on the inside of you, that to the point where you won't get comfortable in a relationship with a dead person. And you gotta be comfortable when you got a dead vision. I mean, you can't be comfortable. You gotta get out of that. You have to change how the circumstance look. Because if nothing is going good, if nothing is producing, then something on the inside of you has to shift.
That's right. That's right.
Oh man, watch this. He is comfortable and situated in a place of death and demise. And I did a word study on the word tomb. And the word tomb, watch this, it literally means a place of remembrance. A place of remembrance tells me that this brother right here is stuck in his past. Oh God, can I bless y'all with this? I say this all the time too. Can I bless y'all with this tweetable right here? Facebook this when you get home. Your history does not dictate your destiny.
That's right.
It does not. Talk to me, somebody. Because every time I think about all the mistakes that I have made in my life and all the dumb stuff that I have done, but look at me now. I serve a God that will give you a second chance.
That's right.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm talking to the wrong crew. Y'all use y'all second chance at the Y2K party. Okay, maybe you on your 1,500 chance. Maybe you on your 3,000 chance. But whatever it is, you serve a God that gives you multiple chances. Can I get a witness up in here? So watch this, watch this, watch this. So watch this. This brother is living in the tombs. And the word tomb literally means remembrance, which means he's stuck in his past. Something had jumped off in his life that he couldn't shake off. Oh God. Somebody sitting here today and somebody did you wrong. Somebody said something to you that they shouldn't have said, or something didn't matter to the way you thought it would be, and something didn't work out the way that you wanted it to work out. But I'm sorry, and I'm coming to tell you it's time to shake it off. Yeah, because if you're not going to get up, you might as well die right there.
Amen.
If it broke your heart to the point where you can't get up, then you might as well just sit there and die. But for many of you, the reason why you're not going to sit there and die, because many of you know why God still has you here. Because there's destiny in you, and there's something, there's a purpose, there's an assignment, there's something on the inside of you that God still said that you have not finished yet. There's something that you still have to do for Him. There's an assignment that He still has to do for you. All that good stuff like that. You still on that job for a reason. Maybe because the person in the next cubicle needs to get saved. Maybe the person in the cubicle needs to hear about Jesus. Maybe it's a word that you know about that they don't know about, that what they're dealing with right now they need to hear. And then as soon as you give them the word that they need or complete the assignment that you need, maybe He'll shift you somewhere else. Oh my God. Okay. And here's another thing. Do you know what else I thought was interesting about this text? Is that there were small cave-like apartments there. Yeah. If you were broke, you would go live at the cemetery. Which means when you don't have the resources you need, you have to stay somewhere you don't want to be.
Amen.
Oh, I'm preaching right here. I'm preaching. I guess I'm having church by myself on the stage, y'all. That's why I'm pushing people. I'm telling people, encouraging them, even myself. I gotta go ahead and finish my degree and get myself together and get my finances right and everything like that. Because ain't nobody gonna tell me where I gotta stay. And then when somebody don't treat me right and think they're going to talk to me however they're going to talk to me and do me like they're going to do me, I'm going to have myself postured so right that when it's time, I'm going to bust a move. Yeah. Somebody shout, I will roll out on you. Yeah. That's the real MySpace right there. You'll catch that on Tuesday. That was so old. MySpace. Y'all, they still got MySpace out there? I'm going to have to Google that, see how it's rolling these days. You might see me on there still, here's your old profile. I had it too. But look at verse 3 and 4. Verse 3 and 4, MySpace. Make sure we look it up. Look it up and Google it. MySpace. You can show me when we go in. Look at verse 3 and 4. Because the Bible said, watch this. And no one was able, verse 3 and 4. Yeah. Okay, no one was able to bind him anymore, even with a chain. Verse 4. Because he had often been bound with shackles and chains, and the chains had been torn apart by him, and the shackles broken in pieces. And no one was strong enough to subdue him. This brother is so crazy that the demons in him are so strong that nobody can contain him. The Bible used the word subdue him. And the word subdue in the Greek means damazo, which means to tame them like a wild animal. Wow, they out there treating this brother like a wild animal, got him chained up, tied up, bound up, and all that stuff like that. But the demonic spirits that's on the inside of him are so strong that he's snapping stuff, and nobody can contain him. Okay, let me talk to some people in here okay. Let me see if anybody go back down memory lane. Yeah, how many of you in here that remember your crazy period?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, you know that time when you were just off the chain. Yeah, that time when you weren't trying to hear what nobody was trying to tell you at all. Yeah, girl, he ain't no good for you. He shot you. Y'all just jealous, and he didn't even try to. He barely grazed me. We weren't trying to hear what nobody was trying to say. Or okay, what about those people who like doing wrong but don't want to stop?
Yes.
Okay, maybe I'm preaching to myself there because I'm a trip myself. Or maybe, what about you? Maybe you're that type of person who like to scratch people's cars and stuff. Or call somebody's phone because you're so mad at them, you call and they say hello and you hang up on them. or you just like to just go off with the mouth, everything like that. You like to get up in people's face. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? All that type of stuff. You put your finger in the face because you know that makes them mad. You put your finger in your face. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? I'm telling you, choke you. That's what I'm gonna do. All that type of stuff. Look around and talk. Oh God. The brother was crazy. The brother was crazy and uncontrollable, breaking out chain. You remember that period in your life where you were so wrong that you didn't want nobody around you that was right?
Amen.
Oh my God. That was that period when you didn't even want to talk to mama because she talked about Jesus too much.
Yes.
Because anybody who told you that you were crazy, you try to convince yourself that they were crazy, knowing it wasn't nobody crazy but you. I'm really talking about myself, really talking about myself. And then when you come in here as your pastor, I'm going to preach from what I call a prophetic perspective. What you mean by that, Pastor? Which means I'm going to cause you to look at yourself introspectively and inside yourself, because my job as your pastor, watch this, here's a little tweet, is to comfort the inflicted and inflict the comfortable. Yes. My daughter asked that, she asked me last night, what does that mean? What's that mean? So I said, when I say it tomorrow, you understand what I'm saying. To comfort the inflicted, that means those of you who have been wounded, hurt, drugged, lied on, backstabbed, did up, all that type of stuff, abusive, verbal abuse, went through some stuff, painful stuff, left alone, all that type of stuff. My job as the pastor is to comfort you. Amen. My job is to speak life into you. My job is to put word on the inside of you. My job is to give you enough know-how to be able to withstand it and get out of it. Yeah. But then my job as a pastor is to inflict the comfortable. Those of you who are just comfortable in what you're doing, comfortable just shutting things down, comfortable just running off with your mouth, comfortable just lying on people, comfortable hurting people, comfortable just putting people's business out there, comfortable doing what you're doing on the weekend, shutting things down, all that type of stuff. My job as a pastor is to challenge you to do better.
That's right. That's
right. Amen. Or like Ayana says, Fix My Life. She says, I come to interrupt the pattern.
Yes.
Yeah, my job is to cause you to feel something on the inside. Because when you can do what you do and have no feeling about it at all, and you just cool with it, Amen. You gotta watch yourself.
Yes.
See, here's change. It's when you do wrong, but then feel bad about it. Yeah, you still gonna do it. But when you do it, you feel bad about it. Yeah. When you do it, God help me. When you do it, you want to do better. But when you do it, and then, I know you was gonna say something. Yeah, but when you do it, and then walk away like it was nothing, that's a problem.
Yes. Amen.
So watch this. Because you can't be comfortable in your stuff and still feel good about being in God's presence.
Amen. That's the truth. Go ahead.
Because it's something about being in His presence that makes me feel bad about what I just did.
Amen.
Me and my wife, before we got married, oh my God. Oh my God. Like Cat Williams said, it was like, wow. But then afterwards, we'll be like, oh my gosh, I feel so dirty. I feel so this. After you said something to somebody, you went somewhere you're supposed to go. After you disobeyed your parents, you did all this, you feel, God, something don't feel right. I told y'all the Holy Spirit said the Holy Spirit said that something sometimes we coin has something, sometimes that be Jesus. Yeah, that's that something. Something told me not to go there. Something told me that bullets flying on my head. Something told me you get that little icky feeling. That's me saying I come to inflict the comfortable. That's my job as a pastor. Yeah, I'm gonna be cool with you, laugh with you, and everything like that. But sometimes my job is to make it go. Pastor must have been a fly on my wall. Oh, who had told him what was going on? All that stuff like that. My job is to make you feel uncomfortable, but to make sure that you feel uncomfortable enough to get to a comfortable place in Him.
Amen.
But verse 5 is where I want to park it for a minute. Please forgive me, I'm exegetical. I'm back in the text. I always back in the Bible. Verse 5 said this: constantly night and day he was streaming among the tombs and in the mountains and gashing himself with stones. Now look what it said. Because the text does not blame his cuts or his injuries on any outside forces. Y'all got to stick with it. The text said he was cutting himself.
Yes.
At this church, you will always hear me preach the gospel of responsibility. In other words, everybody, watch this. For those of you who like to play the blame game, no. You can't always blame the black man and the white man or mama or daddy or bosses or some co-worker. Yes, they could have raised you a little bit better. Yes, they could have fought to stay together and do what they needed to do. Yes, they should have postured you a little bit better financially and give you a better financially head start. But do me a favor, somebody shout, get over it, get over it, get over it. Yeah. Because you can't blame mama and daddy for all the choices you make in your life.
Right. That's right.
People still give me that. I got 30-some-year-old people talk to, 40-some-year-old, and still blaming mama and daddy them for what they're at. No, every decision you have made in life that's not based off of them, but it's based off of you.
Yes.
The people in here that's going to mature in God, that's going to go into another level with God, are the ones that can look at God and tell others, like the young folks say, TBH, to be honest, player, I cut myself.
Amen.
Yeah, I cut myself. Here's another moment that you can write down. Here's a note. You got to move from having the victim mentality to having the victor mentality.
Yes.
Most of the issues that I'm dealing with now or have dealt with is because I cut myself. Yeah, I could have finished college, but I chose not to do it. I chose not to go to classes. I chose not to. I made some choices. I made the choice to cave into some feelings that I had instead of standing strong and withstanding the whole thing. I'm not blaming nobody in my family no more. No, I can't blame mama. I'm going to blame mama when I actually think about it. See, I'm in a place now when I can actually think about it. Look how her mama raised her. Yeah, her mama brought a different man home all the time. Yep, she was in the streets. Yep, I really had to teach myself. I grew up a little too early. I'm paying bills. I got my own job. I'm trying to do all this, watching my little siblings, all that stuff like that. Yeah, look how she talked to her. Look how she degraded her and took all her little self-esteem. I can't blame my mama. Look how she was raised. I can't blame my daddy. Look how him. He ain't never taught me how to be a father, a husband, or anything. But look how his father treated him. He taught him on how to put a condom on instead of how to keep selling it. Yeah, he taught him how to you better get every girl you can. You better be the man. He taught him all that stuff. Yeah, look at it. Matter of fact, he was out there drinking it. Matter of fact, when I think about it, the streets raised my daddy. Yeah, so how am I going to trip on my parents when I see how their parents raised them up?
Amen.
I can't sit up here and keep blaming my parents. Most of you in this room have cut yourself.
Yes.
Stop blaming everybody for the reason why you're not as far as you're supposed to be. Now, forgive me on this part, y'all. I'm gonna have to challenge you a little bit more. I'm probably gonna stir you up a little bit, but I know y'all love me. I love y'all, and we already cool like that. Y'all gonna forgive me, and you know y'all gonna roll with me. But most of us in this room are not struggling economically because of our skin color.
Amen.
No. There's a whole lot of thriving black people. There's a whole lot. There's some that made this. You have two siblings who got raised up the same by a crackhead family. Crackhead parents. They didn't have nowhere to stay. One ended up like the parents, but the other one graduated cum laude, and got his own business and thriving.
Yes.
What happened? The choices they decided to make.
Amen.
The choices they decided to make. Yeah, we're not struggling because our skin. Because most people are not blessed financially. It's because we don't give. We buy stupid stuff, and we don't want to kill no debt. Most of us out there trying to look grand, but we don't got a grand.
Yeah.
Can I get a witness?
Amen.
So therefore, that's why we're broke. It's not because we're black. We have to stop using that card. In most cases, watch this now, that's the opposite term. In most cases, a lot of people are single parents. It's because they slept with somebody dumb who could not step up to the plate.
Amen.
Yeah, in most cases. Now, in most cases, a lot of people that are divorced is because they didn't pray before they said, I do.
Yes. Amen.
In most cases, that's the opposite term. In most cases, I'm on a job I hate because all I have is a skill set. All I have is one skill set because I didn't have the education that I should have pursued.
Yes. Amen.
In most cases now, in most cases, I'm not close to God like I want to be. It's because, like I say all the time, I Facebook more than I got my face in the book.
Yes. Amen. True. Yes.
All that good stuff. So watch this. You don't find me making too many excuses. Here's another one that you should write down. Never make excuses. Make adjustments.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. You don't know, oh God, you don't know how good God has been to me. How good, I've told y'all over and over when they gave me a 50% chance of living, all that stuff like that, when I'm hurt and everything, after seeing what he has brought me out of, after you know, my man was there, he was there seeing me in a wheelchair and crutches, you know, I'm doing work at the building, I'm leading men, having men studies and men's groups and all that stuff. That was my right-hand man right there, that's my dude right there. So he was always there, and I'm on crutches, and I'm doing this, I'm in a wheelchair, everything, but I'm still doing the do and everything like that, because watch this, I don't have time to cry over spilled milk.
Yes. Amen.
There's too much destiny in front of me and too much history behind me. I got to make it happen. I got to make it happen. I look back on my life and all I see in my life is a series of adjustments.
Amen.
Didn't know who I was, didn't have no identity, I made an adjustment. No one pushed me in education, I made an adjustment. Because people, watch this, people hire people who have the know-how to fix it. No, they don't want to do it because you just got a good heart. No, they don't want somebody who just got a good heart. They need to know, are you intelligent enough and skillful enough to do what I need you to do? I got a whole bunch of cool behind the scenes, what they call that, black market friends and family members that can come home over my house and fix my plumbing. But I need somebody who has the skill set for real though. So I got all of them. Everybody, I see them, I could see them taping everything up. We was told in the military, you got a 100-mile-an-hour tape, you can fix anything. Ain't it right, Ariel? That's what I thought. Yeah. Everything. What was that little green string they had?
Oh, that's 550 core.
550 core. You had 100-mile-an-hour tape and 550 core. You had everything you needed. For some reason, that little green string was strong. That was strong. You about to make a swing out of that. I don't know. But yeah, whatever happens in my life, I don't sit around. Whenever I make mistakes, I stand up and say, yeah, Pastor man, stand up.
That's right.
Yeah, you can always hear me own up to every mistake that we make, because watch this, if this church fails or does something wrong, they're never going to look at the people, they're going to always look at me.
Yes. Amen.
And I'm going to always take the blame. I'm going to say, it was her.
Amen.
It was her. Unless you're in the church and I blame you. No, I'm just lying. I'm just playing. Because nobody even know who you are. Yeah, I'm going to say that, yeah. That was a bad decision. I was moving too fast. I always tell y'all, patience is my worst fruit of the spirit.
Yes.
I must have been in the bathroom when Jesus gave me that out. I'm telling you, that ain't one of mine right there. I'm always ready to bust a move. You tell my wife, I be around the house. I be around the house like a crackhead. I be like, I don't know what to do. I got to do something. I'm like a DJ. I'm scratching everything. I'm like, I don't know what to do. Yeah. I would be like, man, if I would have prayed first, I would have went through that. If I would have prayed first, I wouldn't be hurting like that.
Amen.
I tell my wife, I tell my children, people who I deal with and everything like that, I messed that up. I cut myself.
Yes.
What you trying to say, Pastor? Life is a series of cuts.
Yes.
Right.
Somebody here has been living long enough to know that life will cut you. Okay, yeah, you can pray, be loyal, you can put Crisco peanut butter anointing oil all over your person that you with, all that stuff like that, but then they can say something that will cut you.
Yes.
Yeah, you could be a little girl in the room somewhere just trying to sleep, and some demonic uncle or friend or cousin come there who you trusted and take your innocence. That's a cut. Yeah, or you can think life is going one way, and boom, your whole reality can shift because you found one text on Babe's phone. Yeah, that you didn't plan to see. That's a cut. Your job gonna cut you, friends gonna cut you, parents gonna cut you, family gonna cut you. So since life is going to inevitably cut you, lean on somebody to say, at least don't cut yourself. Don't cut yourself. Yeah, if life gonna cut you, don't cut yourself. Don't hurt yourself. Hey, yeah, protect yourself. Do what you gotta do. Look at verse 6 so we can roll. Seeing Jesus from a distance, he ran up and bowed down before him. Now notice the same verse in the King James Version. The King James, put that on there. But when he saw Jesus afar off, he ran and worshiped him. Okay, to all of you who desire maybe one day do what I do and everything, this is why it's so critical to study other versions and not get stuck on the KJV. Because the reason why the NASB says, hear me everybody, he ran and bowed down, where the King James Version said he ran and worshiped, is because the scholars who came together to give us a more modern version understood demonology, which means the study of demons, which you understand is that demons can't worship.
That's right.
Y'all gotta hear me, y'all gotta hear me. The brother is bugged out, he cussing everybody out, he's slobbering and foaming at the mouth and all that stuff like that. He's a demon-possessed brother who got legions of demons living in him, and legion means 6,000 Roman soldiers meant a legion. It had the idea of he's just full of demons, or maybe 6,000 was a little bit of exaggeration. Maybe what they were saying was he got so much jumping off in his life that's making him go crazy. I don't know, but he had the idea of just full of demons. And when they saw Jesus, the Bible said he ran up and bowed down. But Pastor just said the demons can't worship. Okay, for real though. Let me modernize, contemporize, ghettoize this passage right here right quick. Because I want you to understand this is good. Watch this. Who in here been Michael Jordan? Oh, it's good players. Michael Jordan, y'all know? Forget all you Durant and LeBron, that's cool with Jordan. The Jordan. The only modern day equivalent person, and any brother who don't agree with me, don't shake my hand no more. Any brother that's equipped is Kobe. Don't hate, don't even whisper. Kobe, five rings. Shout 5 rings. 5 rings. Okay, Kobe. But Jordan was a dog. I said it in a good way. He was a dog. There will never be another person like Jordan. Kobe is the closest, but he can't touch Jordan. 6 rings, 6 MVPs, Defensive Player of the Year, Slam Dunk Champion. Retired, played baseball, got a little fat, came back, whooped some tail, changed the jersey so many times, did us what he did. When he couldn't jump no more, he would just jump. He would just start scoring 40 by hitting fadeaway. Boom, bam, take that with you, take that with you. He couldn't do nothing, he just do fadeaway. Bam, that's all he'd do all day. Couldn't do nothing else. But now he got to a place in his later years where he had accomplished so much that you can walk up to any NBA player in the world, and no matter what they did in their NBA career, it was because of Jordan. Many of them don't even got a ring. Barkley, Karl Malone, Ewing, all of them. But still, if you put them to the side, they will say Jordan is the best. No flaws in his game. Let me go ahead and bring this home and connect to the text. What they were really saying was props. That's all they were saying. That's all they were saying about Jordan. Okay, let's have church a little bit. Let me help you understand. When these demons bowed down before Jesus, they were not saying we love you, or they were not saying we want to go to heaven with you. No, when these demons saw Jesus, what they were saying was props. That's all they were saying right there. That was all respect, brother. Respect. That's all they were saying to Jesus at the time. Can I get a witness up in here? Can I get somebody that would just go and tell somebody, you're going to have to give God his props one day? Because You know how I used to be. You know how crazy I was. You know that I would just go off on the system when I wanted to. You know I had a crazy mouth. You know I had a crazy childhood, crazy background. But you can look at me now. Now, I may not be everything that I need to be, but you got to recognize that God is moving inch by inch, yard by yard, mile by mile in my life and doing something. You got to give God his props. Can I get a witness in here? So watch this, verse 9. And he was asking him, what is your name? And he said to him, my name is Legion, for we are many. He said, what's your name, brother? He said, my name is Legion. This is so important because he said, my name is Legion, for we are many. They tormented him as one combined force. Oh God, this is good. Under the leadership of the leading demon. He said, my name is Legion, for we are many. Y'all missing it. My name, singular, for we, plural. For we are many. So first you're talking in the singular, and then now you're talking in the plural. Which tells us he's going back and forth from his thoughts and the demon's thoughts.
Amen.
First he said my, then he said we. So sometimes he's talking, but then sometimes the devil's talking.
Yes.
Oh God, why y'all looking at me like that? Because anybody in this room that's honest know with your saved, sanctified, Kentucky Fried self, sometimes it be you talking crazy. And if you're not crazy, if you're not careful enough, them demons be talking crazy sometimes. Yeah, that past mess be talking crazy. Yeah, that frustration that you have be talking crazy. That pain and hurt that you have be talking crazy if you're not careful. Because anybody in this room that's honest know and everything like that sometimes you be talking or sometimes your mess be talking. The brother said, my name. Then he said, we. So are you me or are you we? Because when you're crazy and got stuff jumping off in your mind and in your life, first of all, you'll be using your own voice and your own thoughts. But then, yes, they know, you will look up and say something to your spouse and be like, that didn't even sound like me. Baby, you know I wouldn't do that. Yeah, that's how people get back into the goodness with them. They be like, you know I don't want to say that. I want to know what I was thinking at that time. You just push the button. You just push the button. I ain't know what at the time when I said it. Then I thought about it like, dang, I can't believe I said that. Because sometimes it's not you, but it's what you in right now. It's what you in right now. That's why it's not good to push buttons in the midst of pain and hurt. Because sometimes people speak from that pain and that frustration, that hurt. And then when things kind of settle down, you start thinking, I should have never said that. Because now they're stuck at what you've broken down in them. Oh my God. Because if it wasn't me, oh my God, it was the we in you. Help me, Jesus. Lay on somebody, say, wash them wings. Wash them wings. Look at somebody, say, wash them wings. Wash them wings. Yeah, them wings will show up. Yeah, because when you're not where you're supposed to be, you will end up getting out of your word. You will end up getting off your knees for a while. And the next thing you know, won't we show up in your life? We will show up and have you thinking thoughts and doing stuff that's antithetical to God's will, word, and way. We will get you in there and break up relationships. We will get you in there and have you having no job. And we will get you thinking that you can take a day off and you have a job tomorrow. The player did have a job tomorrow. The next day I called a check. But we will have you. I had to call a check. I was like, these wages. I gotta go. Oh, my time. When the demon saw Jesus, let me read it from my, oh God. Let me read it from my NLT verse. Let me read it from here. Verse 7. Oh God. With a shriek, he screamed. With a shriek. He screamed, why are you interfering with me? Jesus, Son of the Most High God, in the name of God, I beg you, don't torture me. Oh God, he said, okay, this is what the demon was saying to Jesus. Why you have to show up now? He said, why are you even here? We was just about to drive her completely crazy. Oh God, he said, don't you know we almost had her about to give up? Don't you know we almost had him where we wanted him?
Amen.
Don't you know we was about to have them arguing and say something hurtful to him? Don't you know we almost had them? Almost had him doing what I needed him to do. Don't you? Why you showing up now? Why you gotta show up now? And do you know what Jesus did in your life? He interrupted him.
Amen.
The devil's plan over your life. Because what the devil means for evil, hallelujah, God will turn that thing around and work it out for your good. And the Bible said that they kneeled down and Jesus said, I'm tired of playing with this devil. That's power. That's authority. And the Bible said, and Jesus walked up on him. And Howard Thurman, oh my God, one of the greatest theologians out there. Howard Thurman, who wrote a book that Martin Luther King took everywhere with him. Took everywhere with him. He said this, I love what he said. He said, he put it this way, he said, it is as though Jesus got right up in the brother's face and just walked up to him and said, who are you? And then he said, the brother said, in essence, he said this, that's the problem. I don't even know. see, the reason why so many of us keep getting wrapped up in the same stuff, the same crazy relationship, the same mess, oh my God, because we get to a place where we don't know who we are. And when a woman knows who she is, she stops settling for dumb stuff. When a man understands who he is, he doesn't settle for mediocrity no more. He wants the best. He wants to go hard. It's all about him trying to please God, trying to be there for his family, and do what he needs to do. I'm teaching my son now. I haven't expanded to the whole family, but I started with him. And I gave him 3 rules. We expanded it to 4, but I gave him 3 rules. And I always tell him something that he puts it in his prayer and stuff. I said, what's the 3 rules? Love God, take care of my family, make money, and the 4th one is take care of those who don't have it. Amen. Take care of the poor. Those are the 4 rules I taught him as a man. And still teaching him. I kind of explained it to the women, which I should.
That's right.
But that's my little dude, so I'm trying to pour into him. Try to pour into my daughter still gets on me. Well, we want to do for our daughter stuff too. But he's the only dude. That's my little dude. So watch this. Then the Bible said that Jesus cast the demons out the man into the pigs. That's not important to me as much right there because, you know, demons have to dwell somewhere. So they said, put us into the pigs. They took the pigs and drowned. Yeah, all that stuff like that. But watch this, because the text said, verse 15, they came to Jesus and observed a man who had been demon possessed, sitting down, clothed, and in his right mind. That's why you gotta watch the enemy. Because he'll try to get you to a place where he can strip you. Strip you of your peace, strip you of your joy, strip you of your stick-to-itiveness, strip you of your peace. You gotta watch him. But watch this. This is the same crazy brother that was screaming and acting crazy and butt naked, oh my God, and chained up. But Jesus got a hold of this brother. And the people came, who I call the church people. And the same brother that used to be off the chain is sitting down there with his legs crossed, clothed like a mother, just chilling. In our day, strolling. Just chilling. Of course, it's an apple. I mean, he just chilling. And I'm thinking to myself, once these people who saw this brother crazy, chained up, bound up, tied up, going mine, all this stuff, I'm thinking that these people are going to be excited about his deliverance. I'm thinking they're going to be excited that he got free, but the Bible said, watch this, that they got mad. Oh boy, you can't get frustrated over people who get mad or turn their back on you because you got your mind back.
Yes.
That's why you got to go and just do a spring cleaning on your Facebook page, on your text messaging, on your phone book, whatever you need to do, and then give them a last final note and say, why you don't like me? Because I got my mind back. see, people don't want to be around you when you find out who you are. And the reason why they don't want to call you no more, because they liked you better when you were out there doing what they was doing. They liked you better better when they can call on you and you was there for them. They liked you better when you would just jump off like they'll jump off. They liked you better when you was out there acting crazy just like them. But when, oh my God, because when you were crazy, when you would do what they do, they can manipulate your destiny.
Amen.
That's why it trips me out sometimes when people say I'm giving to my church. And they got friends like, girl, why you giving to that church for? Oh, that preacher got you on that Kool-Aid. He got you on that Kool-Aid. All that stuff like that. But then I be saying to them, but were they trying to stop you when you was giving it to the bar? Did they try to stop you when you was tucking it down? Delicious G-string. Did they try to stop you then? No. No. They ain't try to stop you then because this thing, you know, oh, they like you where you was at. But when you get your mind back, even family members will get mad at you. Because you don't need them no more. You're no longer codependent on their help. Because God will get you to a place where you will have peace like a river.